Hello, Redouane. First of all, thank you for taking time to answering my question. It will be more about sustainability. But first question, how are you today? And can you just introduce yourself?
Hello, Maxime. Hello, Irene.
Hello.
Yeah, you are welcome, and thank you very much for being here. It's been a while, and so many memories when I see your background. And yeah, I'm doing fine. And my name is Redouane Loubaidi. I'm from Morocco, and right now I'm doing my last semester in Nice in France.
So what did you study in your life? Which kind of which university you have been?
I studied my whole life in Rabat. Rabat is the capital of Morocco. And the gap year that I had, also I had it like in Rabat. And then the second gap year was in Orlando, United States, in Disneyland.
Oh.
And yeah, that gives me the when I was in this experience, it gives me the opportunity to meet many international people, and that's where I started to be aware of I should go out from my comfort zone and travel and go to new cultures, meet new people from other cultures, and also that's what the idea where it comes from, is to go to Italy and to learn a new language and to live a new country that to be honest, I never had this. I never think about it. I was always the one to live in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I was speaking Arabic, French. I was saying, okay, that's where I want to live. Even English speakers, they don't want to live over there. They don't need it. And yeah, I get this opportunity to Italy, and I said, why not? New cultures, new cuisine. I didn't even went to a normal city like Rome or Milano. I went to an island called Sardinia. It's under the Corsica, and it's super different over there. It's super beautiful, especially in summer. I would say I had more good time than that I can remember what I studied, but I studied very well, but also I had good time. And right now I applied for my last semester to do an Erasmus studies on the south of France in Nice. And also it remembers me a little bit of Sardinia. I mean, it's a good weather, good time, good people, and they join every day over here. And I guess that's how it should be. I mean, we said like as a student, it's not more about what you study. It's more about how do you feel when you're studying, and also the experience that you're having. Because I guess right now you are in ITL Group, and you will see that you will not apply many things that you studied, but you will learn an ITL Group. ITL Group, it's more than university. So you might learn more than you learned in your university, I guess.
How was your experience here in Hungary?
Well, like I said, it's a new comfort zone for me, going to a country where I don't speak the language. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to learn the language. I wouldn't call it very hard language. I would call it I didn't do that much effort to learn. And I was lucky first because I was in a good group with you. I was with Gino, with everyone on the country, on the corporate. Also the others interns, we had good time. We were like a daily learning with Irene, and also sometimes we had a chance to go out a little bit to chat like out of the corporations. It was nice, good climate. I would call it's ITL University.
I will just do a little introduction about the main topic of the interview. So, like I said, this interview will be mainly focused on ecology, and in particular on climate change. I don't know if you're really aware with this kind of topic. And I don't know if you have heard about the Intergovernment Panel on Climate Change, so IPC in English and GIEC in French. So this is like a big association of professionals around the world, and they published the first volume of its sixth assessment report. This sixth report presents the most advanced and recent knowledge about global warming, while emphasizing the responsibility and making in later about the human activity. So the first part of this report shows the alarming acceleration of global warming. So the planet has already warmed by 1.1 degrees, and around 2030, the 1.5 degree will be reached. So my first question is, I would like to know if you feel, concerned by this situation.
Well, I guess all the world should be concerned. I said all the world should be concerned about that, because it's like the ecology is concerned not only me and you and Irene and Luigino, but the whole world, and not only our generations, but also the upcoming generations. And we can see that the problems that we have right now in our world, it means that we really should be really concerned and also do our best to provide many problems that we will have in the future.
Yeah, of course. And you, Rene, what do you feel concerned about it also?
As I said,
yes, I'm concerned as well. And I think that it's very important that on a personal level and also on a corporate level, we discuss about sustainability and the impact that we have in our societies. So yes, and it's very interesting that you choose this topic for the interview, and not only because it's one of the ITL Group values, of course, but also because you feel it so deeply.
For me, it's maybe one of the most important topics today in the world. So yeah.
And I think that this chat about ITL alumni should focus on the person that did the internship with us, but also on their views on such interesting topics. So I'm very happy for today's questions.
So thank you for your answer. So the second question is, what are your daily ecological gestures, and can you do them in your university or in your workplace?
Yes, I would say it's all started from where we live. It's the tree. It's always like that's the best way to start from it in your home, when you cook, when you throw dishes, when you every day you should like to do the tree. It means the plastic alone, do the glasses, the cartoons, and also, I mean, it started also when you the supermarket. When you go to supermarket, you try to avoid some other materials like plastics.
Yeah.
If you try something ecological, that would be better. I would say right now I'm a student. I can't allow myself when I go and buy clothes to buy ecological clothes, because it's more costly.
Yeah.
But I would say that's, of course, in the future, it would be better and better to start to look for something ecological and buy it. Not only on that, also on the coke of the phone, it's more ecological. Many products that we use in our daily life, it's more better if we find ecological products. And right now we can see in the world that we have more companies that they produce that kind of products, that it's good, that it shows how the world right now is concerned about that.
Do you find that today, when you're young, as a student, for example, it's complicated to consume sustainability, and why? Like you say, because it's costly, but yeah, do you think it's complicated?
No, I would say it's, I wouldn't say complicated. I would say it's takes more time, but it's fine, especially if we like it and we are concerned about it. Because I mean, I guess sometimes we do many things in our life. It takes more time, but we know that it has more good things that's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, good impact.
Yeah, so I guess if we understand really the issue and we care about it, we wouldn't mind about the price and also about the time.
So the third question is, when you apply for a job in a company, do you pay attention to the impacts that it can have on the environment?
Honest answer, I would say it's nice to have that, but I guess as a juniors, it's the least thing that we care about it. That's bad, but that's the honest answer. Because but I would also, it's very nice. I mean, if you really care about ecological and you go with a company that is not concerning, what about being the good influence in the company, and you share your ideas about people, and maybe you will give this like talk about this issue with the company, and you never know, you can change it, and then the company will change. That's why I guess many people they avoid like working with those kind of companies. But if a person is really concerned about this issue and is not talking with this company, how is the change gonna come? Because as we know, we should be the change that the world wants to see.
And you, Irene?
I really liked what Redouane just said.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's also important to be the disruptive person in the team and try to lead the change. So I really like this perspective.
What about you? What do you think? What is your proper opinion?
My opinion, yeah, quite the same. Like, you know, I want to work in financial company, and financial is not really ethic and sustainable. But if I can change a way of thinking during my, you know, at work, it will be a great thing for me. You know, you can just move the things like into a more sustainable way of thinking and acting. So I'm not necessarily thinking about the impact of a company in the environment, but I like to talk about it, share my vision about this topic, and yeah, maybe just change some stuff or some way of acting in the company. Since you're from Morocco, so you know there is different way of acting about sustainability and ecology. So how it feels there, like, or they are really different from European country. Do you have I don't know different association about it? Like,
Yeah, I would say I really don't remember, but in the companies, because I worked only 1 year. I mean, it was like years ago. But I would say it's really we can see the impact right now. We can see the concern also in Morocco right now. Really concerned. We can see also the companies right now. It's super good to see when they're looking for candidates. They're always making it that they care about the sustainability, and that's super nice to see. Because what it means that the candidates before applying in a job, they are really concerned. And I hope all the companies they start to do this, because it's really important. I mean, it's not really important just about the description, about the job, or the history about the company, but also talking about how is it to work over there, how you feel to work over there, if they care about that, if they think about that, or what is their values. And this is super interesting when you do this kind of description, because it's, as I said before, it means that the candidate right now, they're really more concerned about that, more about the salary in the job.
I know you are doing your last semester, but you already know which kind of career would you like to pursue afterwards?
Yes. Right now, I guess I had more opportunity to work in the marketing field, and that's exactly, I guess, what I want to do with the project management, working in a good project that I believe in, and that I can give much time and energy, because it's like a family thing. When you have a little brother or you have a little son and you see it growing, I guess also I'm more concerned about project management, because as I said, it's super nice to see a project growing and you did much effort with a team and the good time, of course. I guess I would say the project management, it's more the thing that I want to do for sure in my life with the marketing digital.
Very interesting. Yes. I also like it very much, and I don't know if you have noticed, but our own website grew a lot since when you left till now. And thank you also to Maxime. Now all the French area of the website is online, up and running.
That's super good to see.
I understand what you are saying about the feeling of seeing it as a baby that is growing, and you feel proud of it.
Yeah, it's super. I guess when you work on a project, especially project things, it's more that you see something like in real life. It's better than just a big project that you work on in a daily life. But little project by project, it's like good things to work for it.
Are you already getting in touch with some companies there in France or somewhere else in the world or back to US? Do you have a favorite country where you would like to work next year?
Well, I would better it will be between two cities, not two countries, but I think it will be between Milano and Paris.
Okay.
And I guess right now those are my two favorite destinations to work in, because that's where we can find the good companies. But we never know. Maybe a surprise will come and find myself in a city that I didn't think about it. Sometimes you never know. Good things happen without thinking about them. But it's sad because we can see the big companies, they are always on the bigger cities.
Yeah.
But also I get in touch also sometimes with some startups that they are super interesting. They have really good projects, good vision of the work. Also, it might change my, I don't know, my vision of where I want to work, because also I want to really if I find a good startup that they have really good project, good vision, good environment, why not? Because I believe also with a startup we learned a lot, and especially with a small team, many duties, many work, good time with the colleagues. I guess that's the most important thing, especially when you're just pursuing our pursuit of first work. Question as Irene asked me, did you see yourself where you want to work in the next years?
At school, like Paris. I think I really would like to do the internship of my next year at BMG,
Yes.
because I think it's one of the best financial company and accounting company in Europe and in France. So yeah, I really would like to work there after my study. I don't know, maybe just stay in Paris for like 3 years, 4 years, and maybe after move at, I don't know, in another country. I really, with my girlfriend, we want to go to Canada, because it's a completely different culture there, and I never been there before. So yeah, we are a bit curious about this country, and also because the way of Canadian work is completely different.
I have a curiosity. Have you ever, since we all worked online a lot in the past years, have you ever considered the idea to work with an online team or be an online project manager for another country, for example? I mean, Redouane, is something that have you considered, or have you studied something specific to lead the team remotely?
I guess it's something that's coming for sure. I mean, especially after the COVID, it gives many opportunities like this about the remote work. We can see also some companies right now, they started to do the whole work like remotely, working with some people like all around the globe. And of course, I'm open to this kind of careers, because right now it's a new issue, and also a good thing. You can work also with an international team.
Yeah.
The only issue would be it's the difference of time. That's the only issue. It should be almost, I guess, the same time, or at least like 2 hours plus or minus. But I guess it would be a good thing. Especially, I guess also it's more hard to work online with people than the university, than working with people in the same office. Because when you see the people on the office, you know them better, you see them better, you interact with them better. Also,
Create more connection, more.
yeah, good, more content, as Maxime said. And also if you don't have the shyness, and people will also give new ideas just behind our laptops. So I would say of course I'm open to that kind of jobs, but I would prefer a hybrid mode where you can work remotely and work sometimes on the office. That would be the best thing ever.
Yeah. And I think that Maxime, this is also connected to where the bigger companies have the headquarters, because with this trend, it seems that some companies might choose to have, instead of having one huge office, to have more smaller office around a place. So to not to help, to support this new flexible system where people can work part-time remotely and part-time in the office. And I think from a sustainability point of view, this is also interesting because it will reduce a lot of consumer connected to the transport. And so what do you think about it, Maxime?
No, I think it's really good for the environment. So, like you say, you don't have to take the car to go to work. You can just stay at home. At the beginning, it was hard to work from home because nobody was really able to do it. Like mentally, it was complicated, especially also for students.
Also, when you work remotely, that means really caring about the environment. Not many traffic, not many people using their cars. Many people not using transportations. That's a good thing, of course, and also saving some time. And also instead of buying some not healthy food, having time to cook something in home.
You can cook something. Of course.
And also there was a discussion about the impact in the way of living and for example, in Italy, many people from the south of Italy moved to Milan, as you also said, Redouane, you would be considering. And then there is a difference in the cost of the rent of the office, of the rent of the houses. And then it creates a lot of different, let's say, living lifestyles, of different lifestyles. So I'm very curious to see how it will develop on this topic.
And I think also with today with our technology, we will have to work from home. Like, I don't know if you heard about that, but like with metaverse and this kind of new technology, we will be more able to work from home. And I'm very curious to see how the company will deal with this new approach, of working. Do you think that the human activities are the only one responsible for global warming, or do you think that there is other activities like natural activities or
So I think that we can act only on what we are responsible for. So I would consider, the impact of the human activities as human being. So this is why I try to behave accordingly in how I live, what I buy, my lifestyle, the company I work for. So I am more concerned about looking at the human activities, and but I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert on.
Like me.
So I'm, on the, let's say, natural causes that are also contributing to global warming. But for sure, it has, we can make a difference. So that's what I would focus on.
I will share the opinion of Irene because we should really make the change. And also actually what I would recommend people to do, sometimes we think we're not the change, but of course we are. Just if we are concerned, for example, we concern our little family, start by doing that. Our colleagues, of course, the colleagues that we feel comfortable with, that's where the change starts.
And other question, it's more like philosophical question, but are you really aware about the world that you're gonna leave to your children?
I'm very optimistic. When I see, like, for example, the next generation are really concerned. As I can see, Maxime, for example, I guess many people are like you, very concerned. And that's what it means. It means the world right now is concerned, especially the new generations. And I'm super optimistic on this vision.
Okay, so you think that we can, we have still time to change this?
I believe that it's never too late. To start, because that's what I learned in my life. I believe that it's never too late, and whenever we start, it's better now than later. And of course, we always can change many things if we really are concerned and do much effort to save whatever we can save.
And you, Irene, what do you think about this? Like about children, next generation, and the next word.
I agree with Redouane that it's better now than never. So I want to be optimistic and focus on what we can do. And yes, but I wouldn't postpone any action, because if it's not too late, we are kind of behind. So I would really support more actions in this direction.
Another question: do you think that today our government, even of the country, are really involved in the ecological level? Like, do you think that they are doing their best?
That's a very complicated question. So since I think it's very important that each one should act on it, I think that also governments can do more, but it's also people wanting to make a change in their daily action, and to ask their government to do so too. So what we are doing now in our circle,
Yes,
also with the Atlas world, we are trying to create a network of people that want to act in, and this is one example of things that I like to support, that instead of signing for theoretically on supporting causes, just start now immediately something, even smaller thing, because as Luigino always show us, that there is the domino effect. So even if you start with a small action, then it can generate a bigger action and then lead to a huge impact. Redouane, do you have some things that you want to share with us for the ITL alumni community or for the current interns? We reached number 12. So we were a team of 12 people a few weeks ago. We were really diverse team from different universities, and what's your message for them?
Well, first, I'm glad. I mean, I have this interview with you, and I see also Maxime really concerned about many things that concern the world. That it means the quality of interns that you have right now in ITL Group. Such a good things to see. I mean, also it was a project with Irene, I mean, to recruit French speakers in the company because of the new project. And that's a good thing. I mean, right now, I guess there is not only Maxime, but I say that I can, sometimes I'm checking on ITL. It's like a family, as I said. Sometimes I'm checking. I see the new recruits in the group, alumni group, many French speakers. That means the project is going as we planned for. It's a good thing. Also, I'm sure right now Maxime is having a good time in ITL Group and learning many things. What I can recommend, learn as much as you can from Irene and also Luigino. I mean, every time you see them, just go ahead and and put the bar of learn. And of course, you will many things. I'm sure this experience will be such a good things in your resume, especially being abroad in not only Hungary, but Italian company based in Hungary. It means a good two things at the same time. Working with international people. I'm sure at the end of this internship, many things will see that you grow up, not only in your personality, but also in professional things.
So I hope you have also good memories of your internship here.
Of course, I mean, I would say ITL Group, it really was a good experience for me. I mean, what it made it also more good and funny. It's the group I was working with, you and other interns and Mr. Luigino, and everyone on the company was really nice and happy and nice to help whenever we need help. And yeah, I would say it's really ITL would be one of the best experience I ever had. Thank you very much.
I think it was very nice. Thank you both.
Thank you very much.
Very interesting. Thank you, Redouane and Irene.
Thank you very much.